We could do like one of mine, then like one of yours.
Yeah, I'm so down.
Okay. I feel like that will work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm like okay, cool.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined by a very special guest. We have the iconic Luke Birch.
I love that. Hi guys.
If you don't know who he is, you should definitely get to know.
See.
I will have the link to his channel down below in the description, and you should definitely go and check him out because his videos are amazing.
Thank you.
So today, I thought we'd do a video answering some of your guys' assumptions about what it's like being a YouTuber, because I feel like there are a lot of perceptions about us that some are true and some couldn't be further from the truth. So I asked you guys on Instagram, and you also asked your followers for some, so we're just going to go through some and, you know,
spill the tea.
Spill the tea. Are they true? Are they false? Are they not?
Who knows?
Stay tuned. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be quite exposing.
Yeah, agree.
We just completely expose ourselves for 20 minutes.
I mean, my channel.
Career ends.
Luke and Lydia expose themselves for 20 minutes straight.
I'm just going to get stuck straight in because the main one that I got was to do with money.
Oh yeah.
There is a massive like stereotype almost that we are so rich, we earn so much money, you know, we're really wealthy, we can buy anything we want. So let's talk money.
It's tough, I think, when you know, compare it to massive YouTubers like Shane Dawson earns like more money than I'll earn in my entire life for like one video. Versus like, I am not rich by any means.
No,
like I spend £10 at Tesco and like tears start to roll. You know what I mean? Like the struggle is real. I feel like there's definitely a lot of money to be made in YouTube. Like, you know, especially through my biggest means of money is like sponsorships.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like this is how I live. Like this is how I make my money. This is how I save. Like this is my job. You know, like.
I feel like, there's a massive perception because of bigger YouTubers. And like, fair enough, Zoella, like, PewDiePie, I'm sure they like loads of
money, you know?
Yeah, but like, smaller people, I mean, you're not that small, but smaller people, like, at the end of the day, yes, I probably earn more than the average 17-year-old does, but like, on a monthly basis, it's not loads. I think people think it's loads because you get the odd sponsorship. It is a lot. And it is a lot of money, but like on a monthly basis, it's not like I'm racking in like thousands and thousands.
No, like I've got bills to pay. Like I've got rent. Like we all pay rent. Rent is due. Like the phone bills. Like everything stacks up. Like, and I think as well, a lot of the assumptions come from like when YouTubers get sent like free. And like, so people are like, oh my god, you must be loaded because you got sent like a water bottle from a I'm like, I struggle to pay my bills. Like, the struggle is real for everyone. And I feel like for any YouTuber, like just because they make, you know, however much money, like even today, like there was that video that Mila did of Ryan Franklin. I don't know if you saw it.
I don't think so.
Gosh, too. Basically, he said in the video, like, you know, Ryan Franklin was like trying to, you know, flex from, you know, what Memeless showed in the video, and Memeless was basically like, you earn less than like minimum wage or something that works a full-time job. Like, you know, sometimes people, I definitely think there are content creators that exaggerate how much money they make. But at the same time, Social Blade is not accurate.
No.
Never once has it reflected like how much I actually get.
It's so vague as well. It's like, so they're gonna earn between £6 a year and between 60 grand a year. So, well, that's a very big range.
And it's like, it's never accurate. And so I feel like you should never, unless a YouTuber is like Zoella, Jake Paul, like Shane Dawson, like, you know they're in the dough. But other than that, like, you should just never assume. You know, I'm rich in like stress. I'm rich in love and happiness, but in money, no.
A lot of people were assuming this because they were like, oh, you have quite expensive things. But I mean, like, with things like that, like, I bought myself a MacBook recently.
Right.
But for me, that was investment.
Oh,
that wasn't just like, oh, some like spare change on the side that I'm just gonna
that went your pocket money.
Yeah, like I knew for many months before I bought that I wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
And it was an investment.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, I'll just buy myself a MacBook.
Yeah.
So I get why people think it in that sense. And yeah, lots of YouTubers do flex.
Oh, too much.
Like exaggerate, I think.
Too much.
But on the whole, I'm not rich.
I couldn't be further from rich at this point in my life. Like, I can save money that I earn, but I'm not having like, you know, I'm not Justin Roberts. I didn't have 6 figures when I was only 4. You know what I mean? Like, I had nothing when I was 4. Oh my god, so there's one that I actually feel personally attacked by.
Oh my god.
You all live off of caffeine and relationships. Me, honestly, me though, like, all the YouTubers that I know are like, we had a coffee, like the minute we met we were like, we need coffee. And we're both in relationships.
Yeah.
So, I mean, kind of true for us.
Yeah.
And like, you think all the YouTubers, like the big ones from like Shane Dawson, he has Ryland, like Zoella has that not a Tory person. I don't even know who that is. But oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, so I mean, kind of true. There are some YouTubers that do exploit their relationships though. And I find it hard, even though, you know, my boyfriend never wants to be in a video ever. It's like trying to find that balance of like, how much do you show? Because it's your life and it's your channel, you want to show it off. But then to the point where it's like, I don't want people getting to the point where they feel like they can comment on my relationship. Like, I know I'm crazy as fuck. I know I'm a psycho boyfriend, but like, I don't need people telling me that 24 hours of the day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I feel like relationships on YouTube, there's such like a fine line, because it is a big element. Like, as soon as you introduce a relationship onto your channel, like, you won't hear the end of it. Like, if he's not in a vlog, or like if he's not in a video, people are like, oh my god, like, did you break up? And then I've got comments like, oh, did that video, like, did you break up after that video? It's like, no. So like, it's difficult in that sense, because it's hard to get the balance, because you don't want to get them on your channel just for the sake of proving that you're still in a relationship.
And it's a lot of the assumption I got as well, that like relationships on YouTube, especially between YouTubers, are fake. And I don't know personally. I've never met, like, I've never met hardly any YouTubers, to be honest. But I've never met like a YouTube couple, so I don't know like how much of that is real and how much that's fake. But what I can tell you is all the YouTube couples that I watched growing up, especially in like the gay YouTube kind of community, all broke up because they can't sustain their relationship online, because then they feel like it's a scene. Like, they feel like they have to just force like this happiness, or like force this drama. And it's like, I don't know, I don't think I could ever. I want to do like a relationship like boyfriend tag one day, but that will probably be like the extent that it would ever go. Like, I think I'd get too nervous, you know?
No, I get that, That's the thing, like, so many YouTube couples have broken up now when they're both YouTubers, so...
and I think it's just because of the stress of, like, having to form this, like, lifestyle brand together, especially, it's like, so many couples have merch as well, like, that rests on their love, and I'm like, but then does it get to the point where you're exploiting like your love?
It becomes like, commercial. Your relationship becomes commercial.
Your relationship is then a $30 t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like, when does the line get drawn? I don't know, but do I think YouTubers run off of caffeine in relationships? Yes. Because then you can say the same for beef. You know, so many YouTubers, just their channel is just beef.
About beef,
Tea.
So I thought this one was interesting. Everyone at work/school/uni, so sixth form for me, uni for you, wants to be your friend as you're the famous one.
For me, not true at all. Like, I have so many that are like my enemy, and I have never even met them a day in my life, but they can watch my videos. Fair enough, you know, don't have to like them, obviously, but then they form this perception of you, and like, people like can be so, even at uni I found especially, like, people can be really supportive of your YouTube, but they can also be like, oh, they can just be your enemy, like they can hate you so bad. And so that is not true in my case. Like, I have people that want to fight me because of my channel, like, not want to befriend me, but kill me. So I mean,
I totally agree. Like, that's not how it works. I feel like that's a perception that like followers and subscribers, like gains you popularity in real life,
Yeah.
but it doesn't work like that.
No.
Like for me, it's not like I've got like internet friends now and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not like I've got people who I've been at school with for 7 years now being
Right.
like, oh my god, I want to be your best friend, like after 7 years. Like, it doesn't change anything.
No.
Obviously it changes, like the dynamic change, because they can see into your life a
Yeah.
lot more, which I always think is a bit weird, like people
Yeah.
know exactly what I'm up to and I've got no idea. But like, it doesn't really gain you popularity.
No,
I feel like that's such a, like, it's such a sad reality that that's how people think it works.
Yeah.
Like, subscribers and followers, like, they don't really enhance anything, like, in real life, because it almost is like having a double life almost. I've always said it's like that.
Tea.
Yeah, like, in reality, I just go to sixth form, I'm doing my A-levels, like, I have my friends, I have Alex, and then the other side is like, oh, going to events, and like I have a manager and all of this. So the two don't really mix that much.
I relate, honestly, like, agree, but I definitely don't think, I mean, I've, you know, come across people, especially in Los Angeles, let me just tell you, where like the fakest in the whole wide world, but people will literally like try and befriend me because I have like a following. I'm like, where is the logic there? Like, that's just not, I can see right through a snake. Like, I can spot a snake from a mile off, and I ain't talking about the reptile, you know what I mean? Like, so many people can be so snaky with things like that, but I think I never really had anyone that wants to be my friend. People just want to be like my acquaintance and want to be like, get in my Insta. And I'm like, why? I look ugly as shit right now. But no one's ever wanted to just be like, I feel like it's hard if people are actually that fake to be like, let's hang out. It's like, you don't want to hang out with me, do you? You just, you know.
No, definitely. That was another thing that it's hard for us to tell if a person wants to be our friend because of YouTube or because in reality, but I feel like you definitely can tell. Like, there's obvious signs when they just want you for like the clout, because they'll be like, oh, let's take an Instagram, no, take it on yours,
right? But
and tag me.
If they want me for the clout, I'm like, honey, I have no clout whatsoever. Like, I didn't even know what clout was until like 2 weeks ago, when I, like, the Shane Dawson thing was at the clout house. I googled clout and I was like, what the fuck? I have no clout.
No clout to give.
No, I mean, I have no clout to give. Put that on some merch because that is me. So yeah, I don't know. Yes and no, but not really. Like, no one would really be my friend. I feel like I have no friends anyway, so. Everything is fake.
Everything.
Everything. Every part of our life as a YouTuber is fake.
I don't think, no. But you pick and choose and filter.
Absolutely.
You filter a lot of things on the internet because that's what the internet's like.
Yeah.
So it's not fake, it's just like the do you know what I'm trying to get at?
It's like a hyper.
It's like rose
reality.
tinted.
Yeah.
Looking at it through rose
But like,
tinted
I feel like
glasses.
a lot of people clamp down on YouTubers for doing that, but at the end of the day, like, everyone does it. You only post a selfie on Instagram because you think you look cute. You're not gonna post a selfie when you look, unless you're me, because you just do. But like, you're not gonna post a selfie because you look ugly. You know what I mean? Like, everyone tries to show you the best part.
It's the best version
of their lives. Yeah, because everyone's trying to, you know, portray that they're the best version of themselves that they can be, which I love. Like, definitely do that. But you always have to look at things with, like, you know, a pinch of salt. You always have to be like, but, you know, that's probably just, like, when everyone says another one of these assumptions, like, YouTube's always happy. It's like, well, you don't want to watch, like, 20 minutes of someone being sad.
Me having a breakdown,
Right, because I mean, like, that's just my everyday. So if I get 10 minutes of just like, hey guys, hello, you know, then that's like my escape in a way. And I feel like loads of people use our videos as content creators to like escape their days, which is like such a, you know, overwhelming and humbling experience. So then it's like, I'm not gonna, you know, like, I only ever made a few videos. Like, when my dog died, I was like, obviously dead ass sad in that video. But yeah, like, other than that, I'm not gonna really, you know, be sad and down, because I feel like no one wants to watch that. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Because
at the end of the day, YouTube is entertainment.
Yeah, it's like, comedy.
Yeah. So yeah, so you always kind of like pick the best things, but like we were talking about this earlier, we're both trying to be more genuine in what we post. Like, I spoke about in a Get Ready With Me how I was feeling really stressed, how I've had breakdowns and stuff, and people are so shocked to hear it. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like, this video, however long it's going to be, probably quite long, is still only like half an hour of a 24-hour day. Like, a lot goes on behind the scenes that you lot will never see. Not because we don't want you to see it, but because, like, I can't physically
you just
film everything.
Don't. Yeah, and it's, you know, honestly, like, relate and the same, like, and sometimes it's to your detriment, like, especially because we both filmed Study With Me for so long.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, I had an essay due the other day and I, like, had a breakdown, like, a mood, and people are literally tweeting, like, but why are you stressed? Like, you have, like, a couple of days to do it, you do, like, 20-hour study days. It's like, when I know I'm gonna do a Study With Me for 20 hours, I prepare for that like weeks in advance. Like 2 days before, I'll just sleep for 48 hours. Like, I will not do anything and just sleep. So that way I'll have the energy to work all of that time. And I'm like, that's the only thing I'm doing is studying for 20 hours or 24 hours. But I can't just like pull it out of my ass and be like, I'm just gonna sleep in the library again. Like, sometimes, you know, the librarian kicks me out, I physically can't. And so it's like, you know, you can put things out there, but it's not always gonna be, you know, something you can do every day. Like a morning routine, my morning routines vary. Sometimes I'm really productive and that's when I'll film, because I like to show, you know, productivity and encourage that in people. But just like anyone, like, some days I just stay in bed, like...
Yeah, that was my day yesterday.
I don't think everything is fake, but definitely filtered. You're so right. Filtered, Facetuned. I'd say my life as a YouTuber is Facetuned.
Yes. Okay, this one was interesting. You don't do YouTube for the fame, but sometimes it is sad when a video doesn't do well.
Oh, relate. That is true.
That's true, yeah.
Because you can spend out, like, there are so many hours that go into a YouTube video, and it's like your baby. You want to be really proud of it. So when you put it out there and it gets no views, like, yeah, it's kind of like like, I honestly don't do it for any level of fame or clout, because I have none. I just do it like because I want to do it, and it's like, now, you know, my part-time job, it's like a nice balance of the two. But then when a video doesn't do well, it's like, oh.
It is disheartening, yeah. Like you said, no, we're not in it for the fame, we're not in it for the views, but it's like when you spent so many hours like filming and editing and then uploading it, and then like half the people see it that normally see like something else that's taken like an hour. That's when it becomes disheartening. Not because like, oh, I want to be famous, but because it's like, like, you always want your effort to be rewarded, and it's always a bit crap when you don't get the outcome that you want. So yeah.
They are always busy and have lots of pressure put on them all the time.
That's so true about the pressure.
True. And honestly, like, I feel like I'm always busy. If I'm not doing one thing, I'm doing something. Like, the only time I'm not busy is when I sleep. Like, my stress, I never really share this with my viewers, this is like deep but like, my stress sometimes just drives me to the point where like, I just like crumble. Like, I have the biggest breakdowns ever sometimes. Like, I just stress myself out so much about any aspect of my life, from workload to like YouTube to my, like, you know, my relationship. My boyfriend is 5,000 miles away, like on a different time zone. Like, all of these things, like, just, my mind just is like, not today, goodbye, shut down. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, like, I relate to that, and there's a lot of pressure, like I was saying to you earlier, especially about being a steady YouTuber as well. Like, I feel like I try and show you guys how hard I work online, and so then people, you know, assume that I must be like some steady genius. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it sometimes backfires.
Yeah, like, I was rejected from 2 unis the first time, sis. Like, that is not the case. But yeah, it's just, pressure is real, and it's stressful.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like YouTube as a job and like as an industry, it's so hard to keep up with everything that's going on. So that's pressure as well. And then, like you said, I came from like a study background as well on YouTube, so you always have then that pressure of people are expecting you to do really well, and then expecting you to like help them and like get everyone through everything. It's like, I'm barely managing myself.
It's like,
I can't be a therapist and like,
I'm in the scraps of my degree. Like, I can't, you know. You're so right, there's so much pressure attached to it, but at the same time, I can understand that when YouTubers talk about it, but at the same time, there's always that thing in the back of my mind. It's like, but we put ourselves under that pressure.
We've like,
because it, you know, being like a steady YouTuber still, I know you know you were, but like, it always has that connotations of like, it's so great to be able to help people with, or inspire people, or just make people laugh about such a huge part of our lives, which is education. I think education is so important. At the same time, it's like, oh, I can't, like, the pressure just gets me sometimes. I'm like, oh my god, what if people are expecting me to do really well in this essay, but I know it's shite? Like, it's tough sometimes.
But I feel like the most pressure always comes from myself.
Relate me. It's the Nando's.
We just filmed a mukbang. So I'm here like digesting everything.
So my stomach is like having a field day right now.
I think you only eat so much you can't like breathe normally. That's what I'm like.
A mood. Me.
What was it?
Pressure.
Pushing down on me.
Pressing down on you.
It always comes from myself. Like I am my own worst enemy when it comes to that.
Me. I'm my own best friend. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm me, honestly.
Oh, this one was interesting.
Oh, I got that so much. Thanks, Shane.
You're all sociopaths.
Honestly, like...
Probably.
Probably. Genuinely, probably.
I feel like YouTube probably makes you a sociopath.
I think YouTube makes you a sociopath. I think it attracts sociopaths as well. And narcissists. I don't think by any means I'm a narcissist.
No, I'm not actually saying I'm a sociopath.
No, I mean, I probably am, honestly. Add it to the list of things that I am. But I don't know. I definitely feel like that Shane Dawson thing, like, opened my eyes. I'm like, maybe I do have traits. I don't think I am a sociopath. Maybe I have traits of sociopath.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was really interesting actually. Yeah, because now like you watch videos and you're like, oh.
Yeah, me.
Oh.
Me. Honestly, I feel like it's the same thing what we were talking about with like trying to construct happiness. You know, like always having to be happy. I think that does make people crazy.
Definitely.
The ones with smaller amounts of subscribers have better content.
Ooh. I think sometimes that's the case. Like I know some smaller creators that put amazing content out there, like Bambino Becky.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who she is.
I do.
I love her content. And she, you know, I don't know what she's on at the moment, but you know, she deserves so many more subscribers than what she has. And like, yeah, that's almost another pressure thing as well, because like I have slightly a bigger audience. You feel pressured to put like better quality videos out there and stuff, because I don't know.
I feel like
interesting.
What it is sometimes like when you get a certain amount of like subscribers or a base or people watching you, I don't know, like even with me, like I used to just not give a F. Like I just did not care. I'd be so reckless, so crazy, say whatever I want. And like I actually thought my content was probably better when I did that because I just had no barriers. But now like when things get involved, like brands and sponsorships and stuff, like yeah, like I need that because it pays my bills. But at the same time, it's then like, you know, there's a YouTuber at the University of Lincoln, her name is Charlotte, like Charlotte Slippers vlogs or something. She has like the most iconic videos ever because she does not give a shit. Like she will just she'll vlog her nights out, like she will just say whatever she wants. And it's like some of the most entertaining content I've ever seen in my life. And I feel like sometimes it's just like that carefree nature of like, I don't care, you know, what people are gonna think. I'm just gonna do it. I'm always just like, oh, I wish that was me sometimes.
Yeah.
I still am like that because that's just me in general. But yeah, I think sometimes that is true. Not always the case, but sometimes that is true.
Yeah, I mean that was another assumption, wasn't it? We were talking about this earlier, that we have to prevent ourselves from like saying or doing certain things because people then twist our words or take it the wrong way.
Everyone wants a scandal.
Yeah.
Especially me. It is kind of like everyone is searching for a scandal, and it's like you do, especially with me, what I was saying to you about like comedy as well.
Yeah.
Like I get like actual horse girls message me now and be like, I don't do care, I'm actually like a really good person, like you're saying mean. I'm like, it's a joke. It's
not a personal attack.
It's a stereotype.
Yeah. And that's what I feel like on the internet, that's what people think. Like they take everything as a personal attack.
Yeah, and it's not the case.
But no, it's never ever the case.
No.
So people asking about YouTube friendship groups, and the assumption is that it's very cliquey, the friendship groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we were kind of speaking about this earlier. I have no, like, I mean, I like to have YouTube friends, like you after today, but other than that, like, I'm not in any kind of group, I'm not in any circle, like, I literally, my friend is Catherine, like, who lives here, she's not even here ever. Like, I'm not involved in any kind of, like, family on YouTube, but I can see, like, clearly, like, different like cliques and kind of like groups existing, and that always seems to cause beef. I feel like it's just it's a setup for beef, I think.
Yeah, totally. Like YouTube friendship groups are great. Like I'm so grateful to be part of the one that I'm in. Like they're all such lovely people, but because of that, it's like being at secondary school again.
It never ends.
It doesn't. So you always have like the more popular ones and like all the different groups. And especially like at events. I mean, I haven't been to many events myself, but
Same.
I've kind of like started to go to some, and it's so clear, like you're going to like the green room or like backstage. It's so, I feel like if you're not in a group, it's so hard to like fit in at these events, because people can be quite hostile, especially if you're like, well, not everyone, obviously, I'm not like stereotyping everyone, but some like bigger creators can be so hostile towards smaller creators and just like flat out not talk to them just because they have less subscribers. So it's quite cliquey in that sense as well. And yeah, there's like lots of groups, and then sometimes there's like tension between groups, and that means like the whole group then has beef with another group. So it's cliquey in that sense, but I couldn't really tell you why, to be honest.
No, I mean, I feel like it is just a way to like, you know, obviously have friends and be like in a community and, you know, have that support base. But at the same time, I feel like people do just like capitalize off of like, they feel they can just say like the craziest thing about someone because they have a group of YouTuber friends that will back them up, you know? I feel like, that's
I hate how YouTube has gone in that direction as well. Like, that people capitalise off beef and off like calling out other YouTubers and creating beef. But I don't like the fact that that's how, like, the key to being successful now.
I just refuse. Like, I can call out the horse girls of Britain, but I'm not going to call out a YouTuber.
Like literal like names, like name calling.
Kind of similar to what we talked about before, but they all, well, basically, you all think you're above each other morally. Like, we've all really think that we're something and someone.
No.
I don't think that at all, personally. Like, I don't think I'm above any content creator at all. I think content creators that have like 2 subscribers, like some of their videos are fucking iconic. Like, they make way better videos than me, and I'm like, especially morally, like, my morals are all over the place. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I definitely don't think I'm above anyone morally, other than like wannabe rape men. You know what I mean? Who like call me out on like the street and stuff, especially because it's half time right now, and like there are just so many out in the streets. Like, but yeah, no, I definitely don't think I'm above anyone morally at all.
Yeah, I got a couple like that as well. Some of the ones I got were like, oh, after you hit 100k subscribers, the fame goes to your head. I don't know.
I don't think I'm, but that's the thing. I don't think at all in any regard, way, shape or form that I'm famous. No. I do not think I'm on the level of like Kim K. I mean, here's the thing, some YouTubers do. So I can understand why people think that. Because there are YouTubers, I mean, that I know that I've literally met or worked with that have been like, you know, you ain't Mariah, sis. Like, sit down, like, with your, you know, however many subscribers you have. It doesn't matter. You could have 10 subscribers, you could have like 10 million. It doesn't matter. Like, you are still a normal person. Like, yeah, you have like, you know, I'm sure like Shane Dawson has a lot of clout. I love that word now, clout. But at the end of the day, like, we're just normal people.
Yeah, we just happen to talk to a camera.
Right, which is quite strange. But some YouTubers, like we were saying earlier, T, are just such like, are just so, like, you are not a celebrity. Like, sit down, please. Like, take a seat, take a drink, like, take your wig off and stop being so self-absorbed and self-obsessed. Like, I can't be dealing. That's why I have like no YouTube friends, honestly, because my experience with YouTubers in the past, like, Lord Jesus, like, give me a refund. Like, I can't with these people. Like, it stresses me out.
That's so true.
It's just, I think it all depends on all of these assumptions anyway, in general, on the person.
Yeah.
Like, no one YouTuber is the same, I don't think.
No, definitely not.
And I feel like it definitely is like some like sociopathic tendency we all have where we are able to just like talk to a camera just like it's a person.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, I feel like you just can't generalize everyone. I feel like there are people that are just on this platform for tea, for drama, and for money. Other people for clout. Other people just like want to do it to like rip a few wigs off, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion.
Exactly.
And that's the thesis.
I feel like that was quite a good note to end it on.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm always great at like having the last word. Like, in a fight, I'm that will be like, I will keep messaging until that thing is blue with mine, you know? It's like, that's me. I'm like, end of, I'll send a GIF and that ends it.
We love that.
Boom.
So yeah, those were some assumptions answered. I hope you found this video insightful. I feel like quite a lot of tea.
A lot. We've got a lot of tea today. I'm like,
yeah, but I hope you found it insightful, or like you understand our side a bit more, because there is so much behind the scenes of YouTube that like it's very hard for someone that hasn't experienced it to understand. Like I had no idea till I started what it was really like. I mean, I only started a year and a half ago, so I feel like I've only really like dipped my toe in.
Right. There is a whole ocean you are yet to experience. But even me, like I have not, you know, I'm not in the like YouTube ocean, I don't think. I like to just stay on the boat. I don't mean I'm above it, I just mean like I don't want to dive in, you know. I like being a spectator.
Love that, yeah. So yeah, we also filmed a video over on Luke's channel. We filmed a mukbang.
But British secondary school edition.
So if you want to hear some secondary school confessions.
Girl, they are crazy. There's so much tea, so many funny stories. So yeah, check that out on my channel.
I will have that linked down below in the description along with Luke's socials. So
thank you.
Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and also follow my social media, which will be linked down below in the description.
Yes.
Bye guys.
Bye.